heye kamling Polo ini yoki turi De wakapwa te sampo kula Kwa mene Si wanta le 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 oh Ta le 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 Aso bolia ke atota tu mantelo Kajo betofa hele unwa kavlo mohe Kanye pele ni heye kamling Polo ini yoki turi De wakapwa te sampo kula Kwa mene Si wanta le 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 oh Ta le 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 oh atame Wanta le 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 Ta le 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 oh awome Wanta le 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 oh Ta le 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 oh atame Wanta le 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 le
To the most authentic political talk show, socio-political talk show, Omashi TV, Germany, Bekene, Water, New Wakene, Basane. In panelist, Ametashi, Amefe Kradoa, Ingbene, Wonkwe, topics come. Ni Dani Maje, panelist, Machon, Wonkwe, topics, Edge. Ni wonu ake wawo ni woteshien wonu ake fuel prices etenwe Tuesday fuel prices etenwe ni gbeme complain ake mini wo fuel prices da na ni wo ba teshien ake fuel prices hike mini so ni labor ni da na ni wo ba teshien fuel prices increment ewo woba kwena ka topic e no kwa ka minewo dan e no woba tehie fuel prices etenwe apart from where the call of strike by organized labor no where saneni gbame mo fia mo wie aka minewo labor organized labor by call of like strike in connection with the sale of the SNIT hotels to Wanyami Brian Achampong. Obabiame ni amechonwo ni na oni ame call of strike. Wonu wa keshi Baumia is calling for a debate with John Dramani Mahama. Baumia, the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, is calling for a serious debate with the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama. Neke debate is it even necessary? Keshe je wababi wa panelist debate apart from where one quite the discontinuation of the 60% shares of SNIT Hotel ni ake anhonha Brian Achampong wabakwe na ka topic now I want to assure you akeshi will delve deep into the issues. Ni wokwe ni no ni na kani bi na fe eba ke what the fair discussion gbe na ton be ni Kenya. We shall open the phone lines and then you also tell us what you think of those issues we are going to discuss. We are privileged to have three very strong individuals ni amekewo baba fe na ke discussion one here the NDC communication officer Tema Central NDC communication NDC team member Tema Central in the person of Mr. Anthony Kosam Anum over there. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
I got it right. Thank you so much. Mr. Anthony Kosam Anum, the NDC team member Tema Central. Ni apart from where 1 year MPP communication team member NPP communication team member lemu ngbejo ni eba dina we studio Mr. Mensa Mr. Inkansa Obri Newla.
Yes.
Mr. Inkansa Obri Newla. Ni wonyami komemu lemu eba bia wakele baba fe discussion in the person of Mr. Samuel Amwa. Mr. Samuel Amwa, the Deputy National Coordinator, Deputy National Communication Director, DPRTU. Aha, the eba studio no keleba fe discussion. My able panelists, you are most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. Let me start quickly with the NBC Communication team member, Mr. Anthony Sam Anu. How is NDC going, Dama Central?
By His grace, everything is moving majestically.
Wow.
As we all know, we are approaching our general election,
Okay.
which we are coming to pack the elephant to go to the bush.
Wow.
So we are preparing grounds, and I know by God's grace everything is moving on well.
Okay. And you think you can push the elephant into the bush?
Just at once.
Wow.
At once by force.
Great one.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that is Mr. Anthony Call Sam Anu's preliminary comment. Now let's move straight to the MVP. How is MVP going? Your flag bearer and then the running mate and all those other individuals.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. My visit to your cherished viewers and their listeners, and then my co-panelists here. It's not a crime to have a dream, and for the dream to come true is another thing. As they are preparing to chase the elephant to the bush, elephant is also preparing itself to fight back and let the umbrella break down so that the rain can hit them better. You know, the electoral commissioner today or yesterday mentioned something. Let the losers have the template, you know, to be a good losers, not to lose and then come back and do whatever they did in 2016 and 2020. While they are saying they were winning, and then the then National Communication Officer was saying that MPP is having 6 point something million and NDC is having 5.7 million. They were jubilating that they are winning. No, it's only NDC that you can say 5.7 million is more than 6.7 million. So that is NDC's dream. We yet to see. 2024 is yet in the corner. December 7, that is the showdown. We give them the real showdown.
Hey, this word showdown has come here too. Anyway, let me move straight to GPRT.
Yeah.
GPRT to say, I mean, we want to be a car business. You see, I know you see fuel prices are cost running near my. I told say.
But I say, I believe, say, before I will leave here, I'll polish my gun. I was glad when I heard you, flowing with the gun. I said, oh, as for today, yes, I'll try and mix the language with Chi, English, and gun, so that by the time we leave here, at least I can be able to polish my gun. Yes, GPRT is doing very well. Just recently, we are favoring national elections. GPRT every 4 years vote. Quite recently, Pentecost Convention Center, we have 11 quadrennial delegate Congress. By the grace of God, the leadership, the past leadership were able to, maintain all their seat, and all the delegates that they came from all the 16 regions, they voted for them again. They gave them their nomination, and they went unopposed. So as I'm speaking now, there is peace and there is understanding in GPRT. Yeah.
Oh, that is nice to hear.
Yeah.
That is nice. If we hear that there is peace, then all of us are at rest, and we are happy.
Yeah.
You understand? But let's look at this issue of fuel prices.
Yeah.
We heard that as from today is Wednesday, so from yesterday, fuel prices went up. It appears as if every now and then there is an increase in fuel prices.
Yeah.
What actually is the issue? What is happening? And how is it affecting GPRT, if it is indeed affecting GPRT?
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. You see, we have 4 major components that we use to run our business. That is the fuel price. Then we have the spare parts. We have lubricant. Then we have taxes. If I mention lubricant, I mean engine oil, brake fluid, ATF, those things are lubricant. So these are the major components that we look at before we come out with an increment. The fuel price is, the fuel is taking I think about 70% of it. And normally, when fuel prices goes up, it affects GPRT or it affects drivers seriously. And you were mentioning that Onake of late fuel price control. You see, before the government used to subsidize the fuel, and they have say in it. They have power over the pricing. But now they have given it to the BDCs to go and buy with their monies and come. So as to how much they get it, they also come, they put their profit on it. The only thing the government does is just to place its taxes on it. So that is why we see the fuel price being going up. And it's informally we used to refine them here, but now we don't refine them here. So that is a problem we are facing.
So you are mentioning the level of taxes.
Yeah.
That is what is.
We have about 13 taxes on the petroleum product.
Wow.
13 taxes that the government takes. So if you're a driver, you go to the fuel station, you go to buy a fuel. Apart from the OMC's pricing, the government also has its taxes. That when you buy every liter of petroleum product, you pay tax on it. The taxes is about 13 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is there any hope at all?
Yes, I can say there is hope because I used to say that government has to. I'm not talking in terms of talking about NDC or talking about MPP.
Sure.
Transport operators, we are non-partisan organization. Any government that comes in, we work with them. When NDC was in power, we were working with them. MPP comes, we are also working with them. But we think that what the government should do is to try and bring back toll. When they bring back toll, I believe all these issues will come down small because we also get the crude oil here. So why do we have to send them outside, then we go and buy the finished product over there and bring. Meanwhile, we have those, places that we can refine the fuel. So I think that is a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Gaza,
yeah.
Fuel price,
Thank you very much for the question. As my brother was saying, there are now 3 chains of distribution of fuel in Ghana. We have the BDCs, that the bulk oil companies. They buy and give it the OMCs, the marketing companies. Then we come to the pumps. That's the OMCs, that's the oil marketing companies. They normally own the stations. We have some OMCs who supply to those people. Before NPP took over from NDC, we are having 52% of fuel price forming taxes. 52%. As we speak today, it's 40%. If you could remember, when NPP took over, Nanado reduced fuel price about 17%. That's what Dr. Baumuba used to say. It was a needless taxes. And 70% out of the 52% went off. So it came back to 45% or so. By looking at the S-pump prices and then OMC margins, you can relate them to the fight that is going on in the Eastern Europe. That is, we are talking about Russia, Ukraine. If you look at the percentage of fuel that Russia used to pump into the oil market, and now even Saudi Arabia is reducing their inflow to the oil market, you can tell that. You can tell that the fuel prices is due by the factors that are pushing the global markets. That global market, Ghana have no control. Though, as you tell us that we have fuel here or we have crude oil here, how many percentage do we have in those oil fields? We are looking at around 30% of it. So if you have 200,000 barrels of crude oil a day and you have 13%, how much are you talking about? You are talking about 26,000. And how much in the distance that we consume in Ghana? Talking about bitumen and diesel, petrol, and maybe aviation fuel. How much the quantum that we consume, would that sustain us? If the oil was to be working, maybe we can have when you got certain reliefs. But Thor is now not working now because anybody who is in the oil marketing companies and anybody who is seriously working with oil fields will tell you Thor as a stand now cannot be viable. I look at what these Chantry people have put in there. They can refine about 100,000 barrels of crude a day. Thor is refining around 10 to 15,000. Before it was shut down, it was refining around 6,000. How do you sustain that what they call costs?
Okay.
When you are producing, you do your cost benefit analysis and have what you put in and what comes out. If what you put in and then the people that are working there cannot even pay them, what do you continue to say? Thor. Thor is obsolete. Not today. It's been obsolete for from 2000. When Kufuor came, they retrofitted it, and then at the time it was even doing 10,000. When Kufuor retrofitted, then it went to 15,000. Can it sustain? Is it sustainable if you want to operate Thor? So Thor need to have what do you call it? Ghana needs to have a refinery that can do 100,000 a day. Then we are talking that that refining company can feed the nation and maybe make profits. But if you are doing about 10-15% of what Ghana needs, is that viable option for Ghana, of which Thor comes into the stream?
So,
Ghana is
let me quickly ask you,
benefit from
is subsidizing the price of fuel not an option to bring
subsidizing? That's what I'm saying. When MPP took over, it was about 52%. Now we are doing about 40% of taxes. Now I'm told it's even coming down to about 38%. That is giving Ghanaians a relief. Mind you, government does not do any business. Where can government get money, raise money to do the development work that is doing? We are talking about oil crude. That's why Nana Addo from 2008 said that if you want anybody to benefit from the oil that we are having, the 13% supposedly that we are having from the field, let's have free SHS. And our friends were saying it was 419, it was this and it was that. In spite of the challenges of free SHS from 2017 to date, you can see that the challenges are minimal now. And now they are saying they introduced free SHS. Welcome. If you did it and if you fought against it and have seen the good thing in free SHS, welcome on board. So that oil, the 30% we are getting, every home in this country has benefited from it. If not directly, indirectly, if your niece or your sister or anybody calling you, even not a family, calling you to pay school fees, and we are not paying, it's a relief to you. The government has put money in your pocket. We are not saying it's all rosy. It's not only in Ghana. It's not only in Ghana. If you look at UK from 2021, 19, where COVID came up to 2024 that we have changed about 4 prime ministers. Why? You remember when we were having Kwesi Kwarteng as Exchequer at Britain, what happened to him? When he decided to introduce a certain, taxes with the prime minister, and the prime minister came out and said he did not authorize that. Meanwhile, they were in cabinet meeting. Kwesi Kwarteng resigned. What happened to the prime minister? From there was another one before the recent one who has gone, the Indian. So it's not only in Ghana. It's only America that are able to maintain their president. They did not even maintain Donald Trump in 2020 election, because of the COVID, where Donald Trump was saying COVID was not coming to America, and they virtually entered there and killed about 100,000 people, 200,000 people in a day. It's partly contributed to Donald Trump losing. But here is the case: we had a president who told us that he knows how to bring the economy back, but does not know how to bring the human being life. And he took the bold decision. Ghana made some losses with all the problems that we are having. This year, the first quarter of this year, the economy grew more than 4%. It means the economy is bouncing back. That is the president with his word that I know how to bring the economy back. But can't bring human. Those people who died, about 1,200 people, has the president able to bring anybody back? But the economy, which was in shambles, is now bouncing back. So he not being a prophet of Jeremiah and be a good prophet. What he said is coming true. So the fuel prices and the global crisis that has happened in Russia. Russia was contributing about 40% of global fuel, and now they are no more pumping it. Though other countries deal with them, like Turkey and even South Africa. Ghana decided to go on the capitalist way. It's the reason why we are having our problem. And that one, my government is in power. I was not siding with them, but that's what the decision by the government. That's why we have democracy. It's the majority carry the votes. It's the reason why we are here. But in as much government is trying to elevate the suffering of Ghanaians and the reduced fuel prices, I think government, your bet. It's a New Patriotic Party who have taken the fuel prices to over 50%. What do you call the taxes component by 50% to 40%. He's talking about 13 taxes, different taxes. Those taxes, look at them. Some are even 1 pesos and other things. Though they are 13, every tax has its own purpose. It's the reason why it was introduced. That's what I'm saying. When MPP took over, they reduced about 17%. Was transfer fare reduced? No.
Okay, so
that goes to DPRT and all other transport unions. When the fuel prices are coming down, they don't reduce. Let me reduce transport prices. But when it's going to
let me move to NDC. Honorable. This fuel, he has spoken at length. This fuel thing, what is your take on it?
Yeah, thank you. I'll take this opportunity to greet my PC, Honorable Ibi Bright in Tema Central. He's doing well, and I will say shout out to all the executive members who are organizing grounds, and by God's grace in Tema, we are going to have a serious work this weekend, this camp 20th.
Oh, okay.
And
Tema
I'm
Central.
urging, no, Tema.
Tema, okay.
Yes, I'm urging every NDC member, sympathizer, to join us on that float.
Okay.
Yes, we are talking about the fuel.
Yes.
You see, I always say, the NPP people, all they know is to give us big grammar. But in Ghana today, we are not talking about big grammar. We are talking about reality. Look, this bottle of water here, before you go to the filling station to buy fuel, before, the fuel was how much? My brother here will attest to that. A whole gallon is 14 cedis when we are leaving power. Listen to this simple logic. He's saying
when NDC was leaving power?
Yes, the gallon is 14 cedis per gallon. And now I'm buying a liter for more than 14 cedis per liter. So when you are telling me that you have the tax component has been dropped from 50% to 40-something%, then it means you are joking. You don't know what you are talking about.
50, it was
Please.
You are you see, you don't even know what you are saying, because an ordinary Ghanaian, this your calculation that you are calculating, an ordinary Ghanaian don't have time for it. What an ordinary Ghanaian is looking for is the fuel that 2016 our Vice President Bawumia said we have increased fuel price and we are incompetent, we are not sensitive and other things. Now today, look at what is happening. Every 3 months, every quarter, they increase fuel. You see, when they came to power, Mama put something that we call ESLA, so that we use that money when the fuel price rise in the international market. They will use that money to subsidize it, so that the price. So when you are doing your budget for the year, you can project that in the next 6 months, in the next 8 months, that money there will subsidize the fuel when the price go high. Are you getting me? Now you are talking about anytime you talk, they say Russia, Ukraine, then Russia, Ukraine war that you are talking about today. Living in Ghana here, do you remember? You know that our president is signing a contract with Ukraine to supply us maize. Meanwhile, we say we are having planting for food and jobs. The person that you are referring to, that is a problem that is affecting you here in Ghana. Now go to Ukraine today, go to Russia today. The economy is booming. I can tell you today with an authority that the whole Africa, Ghana is the only country that a cost of food is higher than any country in this African here. You can check. You can check. So I'm telling you, that big grammar. If you quite remember, Kennedy Aponte said something that when you sell someone who knows economy in this country will choose tomato seller, because an ordinary Ghanaian will be thinking about how much he was selling. He was buying tomato a box in 2016, and how much he's buying it today. That is the comparison that he will do. That's your cost analysis and blah 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 blah. Your grandmother in the village, you don't know. Are you getting me? When they took over, I can tell you the prices of this fuel that is going high is because of dollar rate. Because we are buying it in a dollar exchange rate. And now look at the exchange rate today. You took the when you take power, it was 3 cedis, 60 pesos. Today, cedi to dollar is how much? Are you getting me? Those are the components that are entered into the fuel. That is why the price is up. I'm telling you today, if you take the list, we have a COVID recovery levy. Are we in COVID? One of the components is that. They say what? Oh, I don't have it offhand. But all those taxes are nonsense tax. I'm telling you, it's nonsense.
Oh, you classify those taxes as nonsense?
Nonsense. Because if they remove that taxes from the fuel, I'm telling you, the fuel will drop drastically. Because the price of the fuel today, and then the taxes on the fuel today, if the taxes, even what he's saying is 40%, making the total price of the fuel per liter. Are you getting me? And that 40%, they manage to even take 20% out of it. Is the fuel going to be the price we are buying it today? No. So it's the taxes and the dollar rate. I was in Nigeria last month. Though Nigeria is OPEC country, I'm telling you, the prices, though Nigeria prices has gone high because of one or two things. Because right now, Nigeria and Ghana, we are all in crisis. The price in Nigeria per liter, always if they were talking, they try to compare Europe, they try to compare America and other places. Those places there, the fuel price there is low. And secondly, too, their salary that they are taking there is high. We are in this every day. They have been increasing commodities in Ghana. When was the last time they increased workers' salary in Ghana? They have been increasing transportations. When have they increased workers' salary? So that is why we are suffering in this country today. Okay. Because as you are increasing commodity prices, at least workers also, you should increase their salaries. And look at what is happening in Ghana today. So this NPP government, I'm telling you, they don't have nothing to offer this country. All they know is to lie, is to give big promises, and that's all. And at the end of the day, when you got right now here, even here in Accra, if I tell my brother right now to show me even 2 projects that NPP have started and completed within these 8 years, he cannot even show me. Even in Accra here, 2. I'm not saying work that somebody has started, though. Work that they started it and completed. That they can say this is NPP signature in Greater Accra.
Okay. Mr. Korsam, we thank you so much. I think, sir, I want to even come to you.
Yes.
With this issue of petroleum prices, fuel prices, you mentioned when you were making your submission that for GPRTU, you don't add politics to your work.
That's correct.
But it's a fact that some of your leadership or your leaders add a little politics to their work. Is that not true?
Oh, do you have evidence to that?
I know
Because-
what I'm talking about.
Oh, then I don't know. Maybe if you can prove it. You know, everyone belongs to his or her own party.
Okay.
That he joined or he worked with. Let me put it that way. But when we talk about our business, myself, I have the right to vote. If the time comes for me to go to the polls and vote, I know the party I'm going to vote for. But when you come to our business, our operations, we don't add politics into it.
Okay.
Answering this question, I want to find out something from our two major party representatives that are sitting here. You see, when my brother, the MPP man, was making his submissions, he was saying that every tax has its reasons why they bring it, and I understand him perfectly. But there is a tax called Price Stabilization and Recovery Levy.
Okay.
Price Stabilization and Recovery Levy.
Okay.
This tax was introduced that we, the transporters, we, the drivers, when we go to the fuel pump to go and buy our fuel, they will take those taxes, they will keep it somewhere. So when they go to the international market to go and buy the product, and the prices are too high for us to bear, they will use those taxes to subsidize it. I hope you are getting me.
I'm getting it.
Sa taxes no, omo be fa sa taxes no. Na ye komu a aye duru no. No dey abeso na sene kakra.
They are supporting.
Omo dey support. That was the essence of bringing that tax. I don't know if the NDC or the MPP can prove to us right now that they are using that taxes to subsidize fuel in Ghana here. The answer is no. And until maybe they prove to me with evidence, the answer is no. I want to talk about another tax. You see, in 2015, they introduced a tax that they call Energy Debt Recovery Levy.
Okay.
Okay? So they were saying that they came and told we, the drivers, the operators, that the energy sector, Omaboka, and all Ghanaians should help pay that debt. I want to find out from them, the two parts, because that tax was introduced in 2015. By then, NDC was in power.
Okay.
All right? And that, up to now, we are still paying that tax. Can they tell me how much was the debt? How much was the debt? Up to now, how much we have paid so far,
okay,
and how much has left for us to pay? I want any government representative, whether from NDC or from the MPP, to come and
give us this information.
Account,
yeah,
this information. My brother, if you are not even a transport operator, you have your private car, you go to the pump, you buy fuel. Somebody has come out to tell you that Maboka entituyame kanamame. The person was not even able to tell you how much the debt was. You have paid this debt since 2015 and you are still paying. And no government has come out to come and give an account to tell we the Ghanaians that but every day when you go to the pump, you buy it and you pay that tax. There is a tax that they call it pollution, sanitation and pollution levy. When we go to the fuel pump, we pay this tax. In Accra, let's see, or let's
sanitation
calculate
and fuel levy.
the sanitation and pollution levy.
Okay.
Sanitation and pollution levy. Say, use tax no. Na di asesa enwira nkramu yebeka nse akaba lo wini.
Akaba lo je.
Yeah.
Akaba lo je. Ni what be o hake. Are they using that money to load
Yeah.
The cleanest city in Africa.
What are they using that money for? And you see, we have many taxes that we can name them. All those taxes, when we go to the fuel pump, okay, we buy them. Somewhere in 2021, the GPRTU, we wrote to the presidency that there are some taxes that we see them as nuisance taxes, and that they should scrap those taxes off, so that the fuel prices will come down for the transporters to get it a bit low, so that it will not push her to increase transport fares. Because anytime you buy increase the transport fares, it affects everything in the country. Everything. The tomato seller will increase his tomato. The dokono seller will also increase it. Everybody will increase, So we, the transporters, it is not our plight to always come and say, yeah, to transport fare. Because when you do
because once you also increase more transport, more transport fare more, and also no affecting items of the market.
Exactly. Because if I increase the transport fare right now, okay, the person who goes to Techiman to go and buy the corn to come and prepare dokono, right? He also say that no, this time the fares has gone up, and so therefore I have to either reduce the size of the dokono or I increase the price. So now, anytime we increase transport fares, it goes against us. And at the same time, there are some areas that formerly you see people join vehicles, but of late you see them walking. Because, my brother was saying that salaries has not been increased.
Sure.
So now, I want to tell the two major parties that there is something they need to do. My brother was talking about toll. The amount of fuel toll was able to produce. My brother, me, I am a driver. I'm not an expert when it comes to petroleum products and all that. This is Yejapadia. If we cannot, use that place to produce what can sustain Ghana, so that the remaining, when you go to the outside market to go and buy it, it will come down. It's simple logic. But now that place has been shut down. As I'm speaking now, people are there and they are using our money to pay them. They should tell me whether I'm lying or I'm telling you the truth. Meanwhile, the place is there. Nobody is working there.
But they are receiving salary.
Yes, they are receiving salaries. So all that we need to say, you see, I am not for NDC, I'm not for MPP. But what I'm saying is, government should try as hard as they can to bring back toll, so that the little that toll can produce, a bit more abwa kakra, so that we will not go and import all the petroleum product that can, that Ghana can use. At least let's manage what we have here, or what we have here, cushion us a little bit, so that the remaining one, when you say it's not up to what I'm looking for, and you go out to go and buy some, then it's okay. But they shouldn't, leave those places like that. No.
Thank you so very much for that submission. I think that we are talking about Ghana first and not political party first.
That's correct.
Because we share program to do na share with TV so politicians kasa about Ghana, kasa about political party first instead of Ghana first. Ghana we have to always make sure we put Ghana first. But before we leave the studio,
can I give some little corrections? Point of orders, we made 2 or 3, then we go on.
Before we delve into the next issue, Rebecca said before we end the session, Rebecca will have my suggestion as to how to move forward as a people. Okay. In the honorable,
yeah.
Also was.
My brother used to say that we have 13 taxes. My check tells me that we have only 7. And the 7 taxes, or what we pay on a liter of fuel, is 1 cedi, 90 pesos.
Can you give us the?
Yes, I'm giving you. So the total tax that we take out of this 7, what do you call it? Taxes on the a liter of fuel is 1 cedi, 90 pesos. These are the breakdown.
Can you write them for me?
Yes.
Then I'll show you
energy
the ones they left.
Fund levy is 1 peso. Sanitation and pollution, 10 pesos. price stabilization 16 pesos. Energy sector levy 20 pesos. Hold on, coming. Special petroleum price stabilization 16 pesos. Energy sector, okay. Special petroleum levy 46 pesos. Road fund levy 48 pesos. Energy debt recovery 59 pesos. I don't know whether we have had the
Have you mentioned boss margin?
Boss margins are for the.
They are all taxes that we pay. Me, that is why I say I am a driver.
Listen, I'm
when
saying,
I go to the pump,
I'm not going to go back and forth with you. My brother, he is talking about toll, and then let me start from here. Energy debt. When we talk about energy debt, we are not talking about fuel debt. We are talking about a whole energy sector, including electricity and then other energy that we use in this country. So if we are talking about energy, it's not about fuel. So if you are telling me we have a legacy debt of, at the time NDC was living, it was about 1.2 billion. No cedis, dollars.
And where is the money? What is Canada for Babusia? Canada free.
And when we were living at that 1.2 billion,
what is Canada for Babusia?
Take or pay. Forgetting take or pay energy.
Mr. Host.
What is Canada for Babusia? Obiani Morgana says he cannot have Babusia. What Babusia?
Believe in telling Ghanaian people
the truth. So that's what I'm giving.
That's the truth I'm telling you.
Enough with last one.
Okay, so
you mentioned
the last one is Tor. Tor, if they are not refining, does not mean they are not working. Tor is working. All the tanks that are there are being rented by the bulk distribution companies. Why is it that we go to Tor every morning, we see tankers? Tor is working. Only that they are not working today.
They have rented their
the purpose of Tor is to refine, is to do refine.
That is it.
That's the purpose. But if we say Tor is not working today, that is a fallacy. I'm telling you that Tor
is not working.
Okay, so
I'm telling you they are not refining.
What is the work of Tor?
I told you.
Let's go straight the state. What is the work of Tor?
My brother, I'm coming. I asked something. I said
1 minute.
Yes, 1 minute. I asked something that the energy debt recovery levy, okay, it's a debt that we owe, and they say we should pay. It's on petroleum product. Me, I am a driver. No government has ever come out to tell me that the debt was this a certain amount. I have paid up to this time. It has left. So I told you that I want to find out from my two panelists, the NDC and the MPP, if they can be able to tell us now how much we have left to pay, so that when I go to the fuel pump to go and buy my fuel, I'll know that I can material. But if they have been taking the money every day, I'm not complaining. No. But if you say my boka, me de ka ntibuamini ntua ka no, no ntimi ankyere me say me ka na me de no, say na de bia metua sa ntimi mbu ho akonta mania. Then what's the essence of me going there to go and buy fuel and pay that same tax again? Let's be frank with ourselves.
Minyami 1 minute.
Ceasefire.
Sure.
Okay, Mamima 1 minute.
Me say, me catch you say. Sisi me catch you pa na mati because Ghana for you get tree. Me can yet here. Sure. When you are talking about Tor na wo ho no. Ye baby a ye refine your product. E san say omo any chronics. Omo be be refinery ni bi wa Ghana antino. They are doing everything so be collapse Tor. And I'm telling you, we are coming to power, and when we come, Tor is going to work.
From China.
What I mean, I just say, because it's their chronics. You know, maybe refinery no tema. Now, when he said, refinery no tema, and need to be supplying Ghana. We need more refineries. That refinery, the full operation is quite to supply consumption and you consume a day.
Factory that can.
Yeah, make cannot just say. It is answer. I'm putting it to you, sir. Second refine petrol, refine a day, no. As soon as and Kaimos is to be a craft and Magana.
But have they started
Me
operating
ba.
at all?
Why they
They are
catch
doing
go?
test operation.
Me say, me na make catch them. Say, ya Ghana ha. When we are talking about the toll recovery, energy recovery levy, no. Yes, and I was ending 2017. When they came to power, officers can't go see what they are about.
Jack propaganda.
I'm telling you, the gospel too. You can Google and check. Google and check. Me, I don't lie. Me, I never lie. Ask him.
Which loan did they use?
I said,
which loan? Which loan?
Me say, the Esla kobo busia. Any propaganda message I don't know.
That propaganda.
Nothing after that year, because it was supposed to end 2017. The American not here. Eti omo jade of na omo nchire de sika no de omo de ye na ya hwe de be ko. Sika no bisa no. Sika no omo. Me ko ti ale vote for oil. Vote for oil na go na we ade kwa adochi.
Ebi o mi kai obi bia say ye wo Omashi TV. Aha, medikai aka say program we ye infa politics ndikai emu ye the Ghana ndikai. It is always Ghana first. Every Monday and every Wednesday. Me and me did you me chiame no. If you me friend Kennedy, I do with me friend me General One. Aha. Yeah. That's sorry, Dakra. You see, Snit Hotels. Snit for Tom Ama, the owner of Rock City Hotel. Brian Achampong, our Minister for Agriculture, Tom Amano. Now, ni wa penny affair. In fact, Ghana be a mafia of ye. I can mean your hotels ni Ghana be a Ameshika, Nakaya, hey, ni a Juni ha Ghana be about Brian Achampong, ni Ake Ghana be ni no ni hotel say. E wo ni organized labor no sani there. I'm a dashing. I'm about out because I can make discussion there. Danny take initiative there. What I'm about I'm about out. I'm a no. And then I'm a dashing ni ne can be ne ayama. E wo Ghana I'm by a strike. I'm by organizing nationwide strike. Ni nationwide strike ni mafia moteshi muko nyata je nationwide strike what remember the last time ni wo embark on nationwide strike organized labor embark on nationwide strike not long after Snit keletaba akeshi amen terminate naka near na mental na mefie amen terminate wo hotel say amen hondo na bekeletaba organized labor humba out ake ke amekeleta bale be strike ameyadon she among ameha Snit 1 month ni igama batashi na fe discussion na pe beni ni bi e ba ya because she can your Snit Ghana beef fish can boni otashi ani ombomitwe no chu on here but when you contribute to Snit ewo bomo shikani ewo kana kashika akea wo hotel mie bo shika hotel bomo you are a shareholder in that hotel shini organized labor no ake menemeke ame terminate naka contract na meta na me ya be amewe amechi strike ketu ame ya strike don ni mi won bia ke ni mini woni organized labor na meke ambaya strike nationwide strike because of the can be ne ya no ne ya duba minewo ameksa member minewo ni ameksa member na meke strike bia ne amechi amedu shemu ameha Snit 1 month what dey here wonu shishi Danny Maya wa first panelist there ni wo kwe board members of Snit one akeshi one here organized labor representatives number 4 yes Snit board there no one here Mr. John Senanu Amegashi organized labor I'm a representative committee no ni one here Mr. Joshua Ansala who organized labor representative ni one here Dr. Evans Jikunu le organized labor representative. Then when you Miss Ivy Betul Nwaso, if I got the name right, then we a representative organized labor. Okay, Bamene, your board then. Ni I take a decision. It doesn't mean I mean when they sided with the decision, one penny one ushi. God penny a fair year onushi. Miss Anthony. Strike here, strike there. Termination of contract and I can be a saying.
You, I'm gonna marry again. Oh, Charlie guy, want me marry again.
Dabi can Ghana me and ye nani betting. Oh, there you can miss.
Okay, oh, dear, mommy country. You, Madam Massive. I'm say, you your Ghana ha. In the yen, I say, ye brother, ye nia, ye papa.
You will find a guy or your Facebook, allo quite TV, and what project the documents ever TV. It was on our documents ni sneak peek about ni American, Biana, American Naga decision ni American taking to selling the 4 hotels. I received a decision. Aha, Mr. Anthony.
Yawaha, and your papa, ye nia. The champion man. Or no be building in Sabisumbi and a crojen. Because we always talk with evidence. You know what the buyer say? Or more translate at the Ama Rock City Hotel. But share MVP propaganda or radio machinery. And you look if I go see or say this is my evidence. Yeah, the dim no be organize the demonstration. Even the demonstration that organized and the police were not fair to him. Because baby, I said my money the can you cry no, it do baby no man pene. Emma a coffee tear gas in your man. Naturally say, when naturally say it is something that on my planning. Maybe I your board or so. If I say any part 20 or board or so. Now you the baby have 2 board. Now you any part 20 no. Say even 11 out of the 20 agree on something now. Yeah, na yakano. Yentimi nyahwe. That is no only happen that day. E wo me no cha megbe. Ameba out ameba wiake. Abewie na nu. Because ko na moko tomo safuma fobi. Na kele ya fon senate.
Director General.
Meanwhile, be no safuma fo be ke wa ke ni chumo be ke ha moko. Chile bi ele na ni chumo ale. That is why I always say in wiake. Ke o femini o ya nye political party say nyemo party ni boni abubobu ke party e ba power ba na he kono domo she je me na me class America for a certain level no le ka onye say o ba nye say gbo it is something ni already a plan. It's part of the Japan. They are a Japan in the actual term document it's in the Japan document. What fair work can they? In brother plan Tashele, where can they go? She not need Domijake. Those who go to radio station and defend the party, at the end of the day, they suffered most. In the area. Now they say do not talk for the party again. Because they will do the dirty work, and those who don't do anything will enjoy the party. So they will not go again. So my advice to my big brother here, are you getting me? So this Senate issue, it is something that they plan. They only use him as a face of it. They use him as a face of it. How can you sell 60% shares of Senate? The same thing. Look at their former national chairman. Their children too have taken over the front big side of the same hotel, one of the hotels that they want to sell. Then it means that they are selling government properties to their cronies. You know, FPP, what they decided to do is that They want to capture all the state properties so that when they leave power, they will still control. And we use what do you call PDS as a typical example. Right now that we are talking, how many months did PDS collected money from me and you? Have they accounted to Ghana? No, because they sell it to themselves, and because of the sharing formula, it breaks out. Nakande yo, ewa me back and bawa wo yi, abana ba gbewo, na glawo, na showala, no na meba. Ameba ke ha mi kebu. Ewo nyami no yo hia, ke wo ichomi ake coming 7 December. Court here. O voters ID card ke ato. Mene bele mo fe wona ke show le dwa mi le yo. Ewo ba hwie show ke adwa mi. Ne ya hinje, ni won wo kwe, ni wo sama. Kan ke money fe koda le na ke ni tuma wo edi. Noni wo papa John Dramani Mahama, the visionary leader. Hefe no ba yi Ghana be a signature eje. Ni bi ba na po e, heni yi ke ba nje tema e. Shi ni mi ba here circle Dubai. Ni ke ba she. Here no ni ke ba she. I need only one signature. One signature. Ne ba just Kenya ke na me ba power na me fe. Started and completed. Enye ha mi ekumi.
Would it be
So,
Mr.
Samuel Amwa.
Yeah, my brother.
Snit sanine. Ya shwa ke onu ekosa.
Yeah.
Aha, ni organized labor ngweba. Can the whole permutation if you like ka representative say ameya report ko hako am members because if any tomo okuje to ablakwa the whistle blower ni a reveal neke ni nefe dani organized labor bonu ewo what are the people mokom we are getting all those members on the board people are calling for their heads ewo me need you take
all right, you are done. You see, that is why organized labor came out that they should first dissolve the board, so that they will sit down, then they will find out those that they think they can, represent, organized labor. And you see, when this issue of a strike came, people were saying that, GPR2 came out. We came out with a release, and we gave a directive that on last Monday, 15th, no vehicle will move in the whole nation. And people were like, oh, I want to use this your big platform to let all Ghanaians know that even we, the drivers, the informal sector, we pay Senate. And when you go to our national secretariat, they pay for their workers. Okay. And the regions also pay for their workers. Okay. And we, the drivers, we do the informal sector. So we are also shareholders. Wow. Talking about that, we are also part of the organized labor. We are trade unionists. Okay. We are all working under TUC. And most of the time, when the transport sector, we have problems like these fuel issues back and front and all that. The leadership of TUC also support us. They fight for us because we are also their children. So when things of this nature happens, GPR2 also have a say in it. But all that I will say is, I don't see why they have to wake up and they say they are selling these 60% shares to one single person. Yes. It's something that when you think about it, you find out that no, how can it be possible? Because me and you will decide to, keep some money down, and when we are out of work, that money is coming to sustain us, and they have used that part of the money, to invest in these properties, saying that we also get some take from them. Then a time will just come and they say they are selling it to one person. For that one, me, I won't talk for NDC nor MPP. Me, all that I want to tell the politicians is that, yes, it's a national issue. let's not defend it like, oh, because it's my party, I will defend it. When the thing is A, let everybody know that the thing is A.
Sure, and that is what we stand for.
If somebody is not doing the right thing, me, Amwa, I'll tell you. Even if you are my brother, I'll tell my brother, for this side, you didn't do well. Look, whoever comes out or whoever sat down and have that thought that they will sell that thing, they made a big mistake. They made a big mistake, and they didn't think about the ordinary Ghanaians. They didn't even consider the workers, the stress that they go through. Their salaries have not been increased. Yet you take all these monies that you are keeping for them. I get it. You take all these monies that you are keeping for them for their future, and you disappoint them in this way. It's not the best. So I don't know what my brother here is going to say, but before he speaks, I'll advise him not to defend this issue. What they did was wrong. Wrong is wrong. I get it. I'm not done. Let's not use party color to defend issue. All right? But what they did is 100% wrong. They shouldn't even think of doing that. See, at the time, when Rock City came out that they are not going to buy they are no longer interested, and they were pushing TUC to withdraw that strike action. Then quickly some of us we came out and said, but me Tomma the phone way. This phone belongs to maybe, can I use this phone? Now, let me use this studio as an example. This studio belongs to maybe 3 of us. Then my brother here, the NDC, my Echo, right?
Yeah.
Echo comes out that I am selling the studio without the consent of me and my brother MPP man. Then later on, he's selling the studio to you, the host. Then immediately you, the host, had the information that, no, Charlie, the studio is not for Echo alone. No. So people are agitating, people are talking about it. Then straight away you say, oh, then if so be it, I am not selling it again. I'm not buying it again. That doesn't mean that the seller has changed his mind. It means that if he has another buyer, he will still continue to sell the thing. That is why the organized labor was saying that they want those people or the government to come out with a written notice that we are not going to sell it again before they call off the strike. That is why later they say that they are giving them 1 month and all that, all because they were not having that trust in the board again. That is why they were calling them that they should dissolve the board, so that they find a competent people that they think can speak for them, people that they think can act on their behalf, so that the workers in their future, they can also enjoy something. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm done.
So thank you so much, Mr. Amwa. Mr. Nkansa,
Yeah.
Do you also Benny I'm calling for the heads of those who are calling for the head of the board members. Do you agree with them in any way?
Okay, thank you.
Because if you look at the board, you have president's nominee.
You see,
yes.
Before I get there, I thank my brothers here or my co-panelists say Omo Yusu branch and for branch when they are using Rock City. Because in a company law, when a person have a company, it's separated from his person.
Sure.
So I thank them, first of all, Mr. Anthony and Co. As someone who can, I wish I can speak Ghana. It seems they are not having full information of what the hotels are and the information of which Senate wanted to sell. But let me tell them, first of all, the organized labor is not against selling the hotels in the first place. Organized labor, they have never said they are against selling the hotel. But they are against selling the hotel to so-called political class. Because
That-
listen to me, Master. When we were talking, I was here.
No, we are
so
educating.
listen.
No,
there was
no,
this
no,
man
no,
this afternoon when I was listening to news. This man John Sampa is one of the leaders of organization. I forgot to write his place. John Sampa. He said they are not against the selling of the hotels, but what they are against is the board and the management not consulting the labor. But forgetting that they have 4 representatives on the board already. Mind you, it's not government that appoint the labor representatives. Government have members that they appoint. But labor representative on the board is not government appointees. It's the labor that brings them. That point must be established and established well. Listen, as much as I said that, I wish this did not come out for us to defend, or this did not come out for us to even talk about it, because I'm against any person, including even outsiders buying government properties. I'm against that in principle. But there are questions that need to be answered. Are the hotels in distress? That's the first question. Senate have told us, yes. Are the hotels need capital injection? Yes. Senate have told us that, because I don't work with Senate. I don't work at Labadi Beach or the rest, Buzia Beach and the rest of them. Are the hotel having management problems? Yes. All the about 5-6 questions that Senate have already put. Is Senate ready to invest in the hotels? No. Has the board and the management decided to offload some of their shares? Yes, because they have done some before. Have you seen it? But typical of NDC, anything that they does best or they have done best, once somebody is doing it, it pains them. Oh, as we are sitting here, Labadi Beach, go and check the shareholdings. There are Hoyt brothers who own 15%. Has the labor seen it before? Has the Ghana labor, the leaders, the labor unions, including GPL, have they seen that? Have they seen that on the what do you call this shares of Labadi Hotel? Have they seen that? And since when did the Hoyt brothers acquire that shares?
But Mr. Johnson, quickly, let me ask you.
Yes, and I will go try to continue. Yes.
Oka say hotels, it has managerial problems.
I'm not saying the Senate. Who owns the hotels are telling us.
So
Who is the CEO of Senate?
The point is that, please, the point is that sika Emma Senate every month.
I know you have one leg of it. One leg of it. Okay, Tim, you cannot.
Sika every month Emma Senate. And Senate fairly say, oh, sika no ebia me de to ho a enfa dividends bi amba. Enfa we bi amba. Intino ya de kwako ya invest into hotels. Yes. What I say, Inti Senate and managing hotels.
Exactly.
And my question is, since Senate and managing hotels, no, now it has managerial issues. The best option is Oberton.
Is this the first time we are diverting state property or any other property in this country? We are having a full-scale diversity program implementation under PNDC and NDC.
No, no.
Please,
No. It should take PNDC out of NDC. No. It should. No. I will not agree. No.
Let him finish.
No, I will not.
I'll give you the opportunity.
I will not.
Let him finish.
Diversity
should
implementation
differentiate
started from
NDC from
in 1994.
PNDC.
Yes.
Okay.
So please,
diversity implementation started from 1991 and ended 1994. Who were in government? Master, don't let pot calling a cattle black no and ye day. And I'm casting me tinkani ye pa a cabbage tree among crowfo I tinkan at yasia. Now, and so whatever way I will try to say me among crowfo at yasia. The GPRT rep here have half information. The man here seems is lost.
Me.
All that he's telling us.
No, you are rather
he lost
lost.
in the forest.
You are rather lost.
He's lost. Because
You are
listen,
rather lost.
all the organized labor is telling us that when it goes to private hands, their workers there will be having problems because they face sack. Have they asked themselves about the beach? The management, they have conferences halls. They are there. Meanwhile, Labadi Beach, go and check them. They can take their board meetings to abroad. Is that one government?
So who are you blaming?
You see, so if Senate have issues, that's what I'm saying. Do you know why Okujato had this information? Because as a minority shareholder, or even a majority shareholder in a company, if somebody, other majority or minority, want to sell, they say you are the first person they give you the offer. They gave the offer to that West. They couldn't. As we are speaking, Labadi Beach. That's why I'm taking that because I have no much time. Labadi Beach, the second highest bidder after Brian Champon have bidded $29 million. The second highest bidder is 18 million. Did you hear this organized labor that if Senate are willing to sell, why don't they give it to the second bidder? Is that person having full scale information about Senate hotels? No. No. What pains me is what do you call it? Ghana Medical Association joining those strike streak of this thing. This Senate hotels putting on this thing to be sold, and then to do almost by 2022. The process started 2022, not today, not 2024. The board members now Mufi organized labor were they no talking to the labor front. Acquire annual ritual when you get to every 4 years when you are going to go to elections. Then you see organized labor, you see this, you see when the government change after a year, you see them crying. What's a year and 2 work a salary? This year, when we started, when the Guinness where we called this people, when teachers and those people wanted to go, the Oman fixing new wages. Oh, Ghana. It's almost salary. In as much as I TNT, Master, I win 2 coin. That way, you're the now, Kazana 2 coin. That is still there. Look, they review what do you call it, the minimum wage, and even when COVID and other things came, government added 15%. This year, government has added about those allowances that they call what when they were having this problem. Government have increased 15%, twice. If I'm still working in the government sector, I will have given you the rate. But if I don't even know, government increased the teachers the allowance 15% twice this year. They have done that. No phone lines. Let people speak. And say if you don't have full facts of a matter, don't come and sit in the studio and give propaganda issues. When Brian Champon submitted, there was even international bidder that when they opened, this thing was published in Daily Graphic and Times in 2022 when they wanted to sell these hotels. Asa, Yatias is here. 1999-2000, they sold Tamale Catering Rest House to now current NDC vice chairman. Who do you have? He was then secretary to the NDC party. And on Tom, Tamale Catering Rest House now. Me my year Juma with Tamale over 15 years. My dad's hotel was several times. That hotel is baller. Nobody, even it has turned to a criminal handout. That's one thing of diversity. So if me, say, I'm against, in principle, any government property that being sold, carry them. Among them the tons I'm can. And so can now some quiet, you are, and I information on company, I'm so consider. I have said the man buy and find you, and your Tom I him for. And then I make us say, don't let a pot call a cattle black because there are more things. Even one John Mahama, yeah, was adding a bed.
Hey,
refine John Mahama.
Don't ever call Muamu John Mahama.
No,
You hear that? Don't say Muamu John
Mahama.
Mahama because you have to respect him. You have to respect him. You have to respect him as a former leader of this country.
John Mahama,
I said you have to respect him as a leader of this country.
Yes, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
I would not sit down.
Former president.
I didn't advise some West Ham use Okroma no say we die. No, don't use that word again when I'm there.
No problem.
I will not.
I'm calling you His Excellency.
You have more 20 seconds to round up.
And see, what I'm saying is that there are more questions and answers to be having in this discussion going forward because Senate and the organized labor per se are not against the sales of the Senate hotels because they know they are in distress. I've worked with Buzia before. I used to do their intercom and the other internet services. Utimi kwa year within 2 weeks. Now they're not answering. Telephone one of question they're not answering. So it's more of a routine maintenance and capital injection. And the Senate have seen that if they put you, the organized labor, musika or what, yababa kasi kanema, internet na mean tonsures no opinion. What is the importance of you having 100% share of a company and get zero, and having 25% share and get 100 million? Say in a year.
You, Mr. Kansa, for your submission.
Thank you.
Yatisu said Baobia is calling for a debate with the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama.
In fact,
so try to pass on debate with regards to the economy.
Yes.
Maybe a keshi neke debate there. Hialo, aleno debate there shall organize, you know. But one yamime ninyambo to a or mamime or papa ninyambo to a echo on my TV no yo. Biane or Belle full line say you can call on to the show ni Buhuen Okawo Ambasani. She can Okawo offer a femo or submission short hour because bebe Obayota 0274 324 331. Matimiego 0274 324 331. Obayota ni ninu onta okewo bunwe obanye okewo. But Yeshe Baumia calling for debate with John Dramani Mahama. I think say Mesha here with NDC. Now Yeshe says I debate with Grano and we will take on the debate. Over 2 minutes.
You made that say. I don't even know where to start. Maybe I may start to crazy because Baumia calling for debate in Ankasano is non-starter. It's non-starter.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Fine evening. Pacho, money you did and free.
Pacho, if Benjamin, be free. Jamestown.
Who free Benjamin?
Pacho, free Jamestown.
Jamestown. Okay. Do it meaning
General, you are doing very great.
Thank you.
Great job. Yeah. I'm enjoying the program, but I want you to tell my MPP brother.
Your
to
MPP brother.
Yes.
Okay.
So I beg him, tell him to retract the statement he just made a few minutes ago. You're John Mahama. I mean, we are Ghanaians. Are we not Ghanaians? We are Ghanaians.
Yes,
I think John Mahama is a former president of Ghana. So at least sometimes we should accord that respect because, in fact, please kindly retract and apologize to Ghanaians. Thank you, General.
Thank you so much. But he has withdrawn it and he has apologized. So thank you so
All right.
much. Okay.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you.
Right, welcome. We hear Flo Danny.
Tom Benimi here. Keha ni ne tashole te debate tell is non starter. Because ba mi ade enche mini debate le mani ba fi. Mini debate about the economy or about the dollar about what? Yeah. Ke ye no ko ne ba fi e. Ya run ne chonga na bi no ne ba ne fi. Ne chonga na bi almost 8 years now me ba power no na me fi. No ne sane ke Ghana bi awie. She is excellency John Dramani Mahama don't even have time for Bawumia. Because me poni tabi enya debate me enya debate me. You call yourself economics ta chole tepo ka ogbe aba expert o cho yake bo economic wizard jibu je na kana mewie look at the economy today. No sector in this country is working. So what are you going to debate? If it tomo ko de hewa ke na bo no ke ko small ke nu jibu aba ni wono cause gbele blow se ko be ka gbe sina gbo ke wubu no ko le fi o. They were debating His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is non-starter. They can start to crack. You know about fear. The same thing. ARB, how many questions during 200 and something questions during Vice President Dile? I'm also asking him that questions to answer. The same question G.A. Koyemi. He answer. Can you answer that question? Say, Mama will come for the debate. Simple. He asked the question. Hello, JB Ghana Woyo. A word that can question say, he should answer those questions. Can you answer those questions? Then they will come. When Mama was calling for debate 2020, what did they say? No, what did they say? Tell me they show toy and no side we are so baby. Mama afraid debate on one back. Now who na be afraid debate? Who papa cry? O papa na His Excellency Nana Addo Craft ye friend debate one back. Na wo dia wo ye hwan. Mo fa sa 7 to nchen kra na ndwe ye ho. So be so debate here should go around and tell Ghanaians what he will do when he comes to ID.
Boni onkwa wo obayota 0274324331. Ghana wo fe wo no e wo ke bo hu e loko yo YouTube no to ke wo be sha ko bayota ni okewo agbasani obanyo twawo 0274324331. Mr. Samuel Amwa.
Yeah.
Debate na ni Bawumia ke intane ke John Dramani Mahama afie. Ofila ke ehia.
No more. Oh, you are done. You see, there is something I used to say that action speaks louder than words.
Yeah.
It's about time we need action. The politicians, I would say that we have heard a lot from them. One you must kejame I'm a J. Alojena. Inga yumo inyo juba she about to yeah. So we have heard so much from them. This is not a time, to sit down and to argue and to debate and to do all this. All that we want is like they have come out with their policies that if I come, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. I believe every Ghanaian has already taken his or her stand as to where he will go or where he will not go. So to me, I think it's not that necessary to create a platform for debate, for argue, and I don't think it's. I believe it's waste of time. I'm not speaking for NDC. I'm not speaking.
This is not the first time, possibly.
Yes, it has happened and it has happened and it has happened. Hey, someone will say, "Oh, I've done this. If I come, I'll do this. I'll do this." At the moment they come on power, then I don't know whether that seat, if they sit on it, all their minds change. Are you getting it? So it's about time. Yes, it's about time for them to to think about Ghana first. You see, like they should understand the language that Ghanaians are speaking. If MPP want to break the 8, they want to maintain their seat, they should check on their mistakes and correct them so that Ghanaians will not suffer the way they are suffering. And if NDC want to come back, they also have to do their correction, okay? Correct their mistakes, find a new strategy where they fail. They should also think about how to come out so that Ghanaians will also not suffer like they used to suffer. Because we, the transporters, now our business are collapsing. When you go to Abuja, you can to go and buy spare parts. My brother, you can't buy them. Now, Toyota Haze, the one we used to call Toyota Fish, now the engine is 55,000 Ghana cedis, 550 million old Ghana cedis. So in case your engine, breaks down and you want to fix the vehicle back, look at how much you are going to spend. Now we don't even have the monies. When you go to workshops, vehicles are parked there that they don't even have money to bring them back on road. Now when we are applying our rules, all the rules are now they are not motorable. You see, so these are the things they should think about. They should think of, find a way of solving this kind of issues than to go and sit down and debate on issues. I'll do this. No. To me, I think it's waste of time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amwa. Before I go to Mr. Kansa, Nyabanya Chawo, 0274-324-331. Nibo mwe okawo awie ni wopwe beno ba fe ni Ghana ba ya here. Ghana wo fe wo no. Obanye Ochawo Echo 0274. I think I can hear call up the line. Chawo, 0274-324-331. What means you will call over no Bayon Chaba can go back. Biane one ya Mr. Nkansa je. Debate nani okay, call out the line Mama will any my boy James Nkansa. Hello. What for Ingo track and guitar job with any?
Nchanga Abeka at all, Badu.
Oh, okay. Abeka, Tom Kojo. Okay, Kojo, me know your how we can oh, Mashi TV name.
Me put it to you, see, I'm a qualified politician, man. Wow.
Okay.
I'm a wow, NDC, I'm a wow. Came a neighbor, if I did the a 1 year, a you know, the party you like, I mean, go so. But I'm not so near to me, or coming you for no party you make a good baby. People, I'm another your my name, I'm qualified that. One now, when you fail to modern, say, Miss Yammy, Ukukate, Yammy, no, okay, by here. Feel could be second. No, I will get a generally or one on the wheel. So, God, no, I never. Oh, I don't know you. Bye-bye.
Mr. Nkansa.
Yeah. Say, a nipa be our person, and we see us as a monster. And think America for the debate, as I said, not Ghana, so a year there, Diana. Now, NDC for free say MPP, a fairly Ghanaians, and can say, and come crying Quebec. Only the reason I'm going because they are flag bearer and the NDC as a political party. We need any solution. Emma needs to be. Yera flag bearer, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Alaji, Ebejina Hono, Ekujina UPSC. Am 70 solutions. NDC for the NSA, 24 hours. Most of you call off. Do you go off? No more 24 hours. In the 24 hours in a day. And no any problem, no. Mahmoud Bawumia and Netijane so. And watch there with 70 solutions, including what some of the taxes are. This government and introduce also become. Maybe to say you levy. I can't answer. At the end of NDC, solution be no more. Mahmoud Bawumia, Vice President, Odo. Ghana operates executive presidency. It is America. If you go to America, any decision taken by the president is the president's decision, even decision to go to war. You can't say Bawumia Tiabayim. Don Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, or call England 2012. Abdana Domes a wound. And Sunny Ebeko, you didn't bet national, you ever election to December 17th. Or year later, I'll catch you almost say, I said, drivers mate now, what you honor. I'll be strong still anymore. I'll be past 6 months. The Ghana for whom you do my interview with some of the month and the best service as a vice president in India. No need to be behind. I have a tape and video here. I can give you one more.
Propaganda.
Maybe not because I speak with father. I had a video.
Also, a president, vice president. What bad the president? This is so. Don't say things that you don't know.
Ghana and New Patriotic Party government, you know, and can say no man rosy. It's not everything that is rosy. We have faced difficult times. And this is the second term. When you look at the first term, what the Akufo-Addo administration did, and you're not experiencing the second term. You see, DAB and Akwate by Arabia Humana by Renamo. And it's not only Ghana that is feeling the heat. No, Atia no Casa the whole Africa, Ghana and Kwa is suffering this. Yakobo Africa Cup January. They were telling us Ghana food aboard and Ghana food aboard on Muko Africos. At the time, Ghana was selling food at 12 cities. Now Africos, and 17 cities.
It's a lie.
Go right now. It's a lie. I went there myself.
It's a lie.
The fuel debate went down.
The fuel refinery
went down.
But the fact that is working.
By the
fact you go to fuel on your beton.
Oh, master. Every coast. You go to fuel. Martin region for 15 years. Oko a friend is Navrongo to Paga, 14 kilometers or 14 miles. Korea have many filling stations in the world. A horn of your fuel smuggling power could do what Eddie Burkina Faso need to go to Burkina Faso. Go to Baku today. Oko Baku today. Burkina Faso don't buy fuel in Ghana today. Togo, we go to Togo, buy fuel and come and sell it in Ghana. I don't know one refer. We go to Togo, buy fuel and come and sell it in Ghana. Go to the borders and tell them. We are educating the public. We are educating the public. Ghana near paradise. So Ghana near paradise. Ghana near paradise. Like I said, they're penal. Ghana no pempe so a penal. And what's about only Ghana is the whole world, and every country is experiencing this, including United States of America. And that's Ghana for say, Yenya Yetijana, Yenya new solution. And to Momian twice, so Nian Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So now, some confident there at the Pabia anyhow.
You
Submission crowd, the
what she was streaming live on Facebook. Obanyo like me or share. This is good for both. The most interesting, the most educative socio-political talk show here, Omashi TV. Diane Mahame, panelist, Mahaya 1 minute. Ni Yahaye, Yahawo, your last words. Ni work program Abanabi. Ewo ba de shikade Mr. Ekosam. Oba 1 minute, your last words. 1 minute. Ka 1 minute session on market your microphone.
Yo. Ni wo yo gan wo ma wie gan. In last minute no ma ke Ghana bi ake. What tell mu? Ni what tell mu? E wo wana e kan ni enyo ne no ni yo mi. Wol de do wa papa John Dramani mama ba fe. Ni won na no ni wo papa Nana Adule hun fe. Na e ba e ka so me hwe. So me ke ka mi no kwe. Ni wa kale wo kwe no na fe. E wo mi twa ke ka bele sha na afo shikie. Mo fe mo ni yo ma na mi. Ni e na ke e sa no fo shikie amoko ni obi mo papa ke han wo man. Bele ba fe ni nga ma ni efite ni ajama ni bi na me amenwo ke me na awo me na awo e wo ba ni wo he fe ni wo ke bia de ni nke bo wi one EPP bia me jaga spon fe eta ameja fe ni ole no bo no yo se ole ni mi hun le e wo fe kome ni wo ko gbe no ni wo ba yi ni de ke amla lo na ni yo no ni bi na fe na sa o ba jele ni wo ka amla lo papa ni wo le no na fi o bia na aka mention mi insho wa no mi ayaki na ke ngon show mi sigme na mention mi wo tasia homo yi wo ke wo ba to gbeji ano ni no fe no aya no a mo fe no
Yo, Mbra, you are done. What I would say is that yes, one ake fuel price ibangwe. Nye agwemi 4% tekum ni Ghanaians menkume ame musun shame ake ni ifi neke drivers about increase our transport fares. I want to use this your big platform to let all Ghanaians know that we the transporters we care for our clients. And we don't have the mind that, anytime they increase fuel, then we also come out to increase our transport fares. No, that is not the norm. But then we are also praying that the fuel price will not go up again, because we have 10% threshold. Earlier on, I mentioned petroleum products, spare parts, lubricant, and taxes. Our prayer is that these components will not raise up to the 10% threshold. But if it raises to the 10% threshold, then it means that we, the transporters, also has to come out with a transport fare increment. But as it stands now, we are assuring them that there will not be any transport fare increment for now. But let's all keep our fingers crossed. Let's pray, and let our politicians also, do well, so that the fuel price will be stabilized. Then it will not also push we, the transporters, to increase our transport fares. I think this is what I would say for now.
Okay. Thank you so very much. 1 minute, Mr. Johnson, your last words.
All that I would say is that we've come a long way, and we don't need any detractors to come and derail what you call the smooth ceiling that we are heading to. What I would beg Ghanaians and tell them that we have reached this point before. In 2008, Professor Mills came. When he came, you saw what happened. John Dramani came 2012. His Excellency, he came and did it bid. When we were experiencing intermittent power outages, he stood on the platform and told us that if you need power, you have to pay more. This is the man who has repackaged himself and want to tell Ghanaians that he's a new John Dramani Mahama. We've tried him, we've tested him, most often he fails. You have a person who is giving you solutions to the predicament that we are facing today. So please, Penyugo say, yan tassin it is said besimpani nkunai, so that we can see the chaff and know the people that can take us to a new destination. It has not been a smooth sailing. There has been a rocky way, just like Osibisa said. We know the road will be muddy and rough, but we know where we are going. We know the best destination that we are going. In spite of all this, Nana Akufo-Addo administration is paying close to 1.5 million students school fees today. You can laugh, but those who are benefiting understands it. Today, you don't need any guarantor as a tertiary student to go and take a loan. All that you need is Ghana card. The Ghana card that NDC did propaganda that nobody should go and take. It has now turned to a passport that anybody who is a student in a tertiary institution can walk into what do you call it, Ghana Education Transfer and have a student loan to continue education. So we beg of you, Mama Mien yet the 2018. I turn a color TV cut off black and white.
Okay.
Mommy and Jason share a color TV. Nanya Dea and me Pabeba. Mechia Ken Ayitumba GDLA president. That's
yes, we are Darcy. One Daniel Feshi, Biani, Wabana, Beni Walker, program F. Abba Nagbi. One Bekuna, Wabacha no Monday, Niba, 7 o'clock, Becket, 9 o'clock, Yabadu, boot for boot, Wababa, ni Walker, Wabacha, discussion seno. Ewo, Kemo on Yamiko. Every Monday, every Wednesday, Woye Omashi TV, 7 p.m. through to 9 p.m. Ni wabache akukudam, bamani ameledi, ye nibiya ni amekewo, aba basani. Wo stream your own live, your Facebook, wo via your Facebook, ni Omashi TV, boot for boot, ni o like no share. Ni wofe wokwe be no ba fe ni woma Ghana ibaya here me ni nke yechi ami program here ekon atomi John Kennedy Ado obaya chami General 1 minda in crew afeshi Mr. Kwabena Yaboa ke amebie minda amefeshi for the support na me have program ni again wonder panelist afeshi Mr. Anthony Kosam Lady communication team member NDC Tema Central eba ekawafe discussion na kanon wonder Mr. Samuel Amwa Lady Deputy National Communicator Communication Director GPRTU Lehunta Obi ni ekawafe discussion ni wonya Mr. Inkansa Obriniula Lady MPP Communication Team Member Lehumba Fita Obekene ni woke discussion tino one Daniel Fanyashi ke one ko one bedo be Monday 7 p.m. ke 9 p.m. oba gbe ku ni wokwe Ghana sani no fiaro ne shano woke hanye woke ba hanye wo make sure akeshi nyen every bit of information wo ka hanye bi ani woke program ba nagbe wo Daniel Fanyashi bye bye.